Hi guys, today we're going to talk about porn. It's a big topic these days, mainly because it's become the new social norm. Everybody's heard about it. It's, affecting us now to a point. It's saturated our culture to the point where it's a big concern for some of us, and for others, we just don't really care. And that's just because it's common. And I would like to say, just right off the bat, black and white, porn is not normal, it's just common. Here's why. It basically attacks the most important part about you, and that is your identity. It attacks the way you see yourself. There's a saying that says, if you're not fully known, you don't really know if you're fully loved. And I would tend to agree. There's this thing that we do when we know that we're not choosing the best things for our lives, and that is we hide. And so there becomes this duplicitous part of our existence, what we show people on a regular basis and what we actually do behind closed doors. And it begins to erode our confidence. It begins to erode our connection with others. It definitely affects our connection with the Lord because we don't feel worthy of His love or of His affection for us. It just impacts the way we see ourselves in general. I think that the biggest lie out there is that if people really knew that I struggle with this, they would reject me. And I'm just here to tell you that learn to live in the light. As a man, this is a huge foundation block for you building a successful life, a life of rich connection and relationship. And so even though I think that there's a lot of people out there that want a quick fix for this, what really ends up being the solution is just a commitment to moving forward in your life. Being known is a huge deal. You can't do this walk into freedom by yourself. You have to get connected to community. You need to define your needs. You know, the biggest thing about porn is that it's so easy and it works temporarily. You feel connected. You feel affirmed. It numbs the pain. But the reality is it's just fast food. You're not building the muscles that you need to stand up for what you believe about you and about others and about your life and how it connects to your community and your country. So, abstinence. Let's just talk about the most common thing that I run into is guys that have said, yeah, I struggle with that sometimes. I'm good now. I mean, it's like every other week, maybe like every 6 months. I don't really have a problem. Face this thing with a ferocity that will just set you up for so much more success later in life. I mean, draw the line in your life and say, there is a zero tolerance for this. And find the guys that are willing to run with you in that. Defining your needs is a big deal because we think, with this quick fix, who needs anybody else? The reality is that we have valid needs for connection, for relationship, for affirmation, for a healthy relationship with the opposite sex. Those are all things that if you're just kind of numbing out, you're not really giving yourself what you really need. So define those needs and then find healthy ways to do it. We sexualize things that are unhealthy. It all feels like this is, sex is going to be the only thing that meets this need. It's not true. There's other avenues that alleviate this tension that you feel if you're not married and even within marriage. Guys, let's not kid around. Like, this doesn't stop once you get married. So learn these things now. Benefit your wife, benefit your kids, your community. So the last thing is develop other parts of yourself, your emotional health, your emotional maturity. Really invest in that. Get some people around you that are going to speak the truth to you, remind you of who you really are. Move forward into discomfort and pain. There is a life of freedom out there for you. There's great sex out there for you. There's a great marriage out there for you. There is awesome, rich, connected relationship out there for you that are going to catapult you into incredible dreams fulfilled in your life. Never give up hope. Go for it.